Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Broadcasting live from the trailer park. Early in the morning. I have a long day today, so I had to go ahead on and try to get this done now, because if I don't, I probably wouldn't have been able to get to this until tomorrow, and I don't want y'all to have to wait. Plus, I said I was going to do better. So that's what we down here doing. We down here doing better. Now, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. For those new to me, when I have two shows that I don't have a whole lot to say about, yeah, I'm still in the moo-moo, honey. I'm just fresh out the bed, washed my face, took care of the teeth, and hooked up to do this review. But we're going to do a veggie soup. For those who don't know what that is, look at my playlist. It's a playlist entitled Veggie Soup. Let me let you know what it is. What it is two reviews in one. And I'm going to do Love and Hip Hop and Black Ink Crew together today because of the time restraint that I'm faced with, okay? So this was Love and Hip Hop-Hollywood, the season finale of season 3, episode 12, entitled Matrimony. Now, I'm going to get this out the way because, child, after he got busted with that girl, Willie and Shonda Taylor, their storylines pretty much ended. Only thing we learned about them at the end, because, you know, they always give you a video montage, is that they not gonna, you know, only thing we got at the end of that child was that they still not together. Okay? Hazel E came back for one episode. I don't know why Banana Big did that, but anyway, let's jump right on into the situation. Now, Max done told Chihuahua, keep her mouth closed last week, okay? You don't need to go and tell Ray anything about this prenup that she's discussing, what she's thinking about doing now. Keep, you know, pretty much he told her stay out, mind her own damn business, but, you know, Chihuahuas can't do that, so she decided that her loyalty wasn't going to allow her to keep silent. So she decided she going to tell Ray about that prenup. Now, she did say, you know, you guys need to sit down and have a conversation, yada, yada, yada. I don't give a damn about that. All I'm saying is your husband asked you to stay out of that, and you failed to do that because you jumped right in the middle of this, and you told this man this, and of course, Ray is upset because he feel like Princess is hiding information from him now. I said, girl, see, Layla gonna be wanting to beat your ass, but Layla, see what I told you about family? Family loyalties, child. Okay. Now we see Sonya and Layla mama, pretty woman, and the grandmama. They talking about the wedding. Now, Mama Sonya, she kind of concerned still. Mama Sonya, I understand your son. You know, he does have a net worth, and I understand also that that's your baby. Gotta learn how to cut that apron string, cause Mama Layla say that her daughter loves him, and she a good girl. It's like when you get a prenup, you almost saying that, you know, you don't have no reason to fight for your relationship, and that don't make sense to her, okay? Now, Ray J decides that he gonna tell her at the little family meet and greet that Brandy done came and told him about this prenup, okay? He feeling some kind of way about it. Layla mad because she feel like Chihuahua should have stayed out of her business. She kicked her out the wedding. She let us know. I called and told her, bitch, she ain't welcome on these parts, okay? I don't know if she wasn't welcome at the wedding or she just not welcome to be in the wedding, because her bridesmaids stand behind her, and she feel like, oh, girl ain't stood behind her when she went and told her. I said, child, whatever. Now, let's go over the plastic, because she done met up with Double Stuff, and basically, Double Stuff admits, I got a drinking problem. I have a hard time with it, because when people come up to me and they ask me things like, you know, when my next single coming out or whatever, she can't answer them because she know she's the reason for her problem. This whole conversation is coming about because, you know, she got into this situation with this Uber driver. She spoke with her lawyer. Her lawyer told her, look, This is a misdemeanor. The most you can do is up to a year, and I think it's gonna be some testifying or whatever. She's saying that she realized she telling Plastique, I'm gonna have to get it together. I do have a drinking problem, and I like this scene because in this scene, Plastique, even though it took her a minute, because y'all know she's 99.99% silicone, she did get emotional. And she told Tierra, you were exhibiting some of the same signs my brother showed, and he told me that he had it under control. The next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call. I get down to the hospital and they telling me that I need to pretty much say my final goodbyes to him, and I don't want to see that happen to you. She asked Tierra, do she need some rehab? Tierra says she feel like she can kick it on her own. I don't personally think so, but we always gonna hold her up in prayer if in fact this is her issue, and I really do believe this is her issue, because this girl do get turned up and she do know how to act a fool from time to time. Okay, so I'm like, okay, girl, get it together, and please get it together quickly, because when I see you next season, if I want to bring you back, I want to see you doing something positive for yourself, and I'm talking about something positive that works for you. That Blazer stuff, I don't want to hear nothing about that. Girl, go ahead on and go back down in that studio, because not for nothing, the girl got a talent. I liked her music. I purchased her music before, and I'll be honest with you, I will purchase it again if she come back out with something. Focus on that and getting rid of this, well, at least fighting this demon that you now suffer from and will suffer from for the rest of your life, which is alcoholism. Do something about it now before it takes you completely down, and everything you building, even this little platform right here won't be there for you. So get it together, Tierra, girl. And please, next season, stop looking so cheap, girl. You do like you shop right down there at the Simply Fashion or the $10 stuff. Stop looking like that. You better than that. Now let's go back to Ray and Layla, because see, this is what this episode was 90% about, this nuptials. Anyway, they having this conjoined bachelorette party, which I thought to be stupid. Now, Ray got attitude still, because he don't appreciate the fact that Princess was having a conversation with Lil B about this prenup. At first, it was an issue with the prenup. He said he cast it to the side and was determined to work it out with her. But now, she talking about having one, and the fact that she didn't talk to him is what upsets him the most. She realized he got that attitude, and he tell her, him and his boys could be somewhere else making booty claps and making it rain. Well, watching booty claps and making it rain. She say her girls could do the same. Ray J ain't trying to hear that shit. He get up, have his boys, come on, let's roll out. And she kind of mad, talking about she can't believe he's still respecting her. And I'm like, why? Ever since you premiered on the show, season 1, he's done something. Now, I have given Ray a lot of credit, because it seemed like this season he did better. But we ain't gonna forget who he really is at times, and who I still think that he may be inside. That's why I don't see this marriage lasting that long. But for however long it lasts, congratulations and kudos to y'all, child. Well, Ray left and he ain't come home that next day. Well, that night. He say he started to go over, to the strip club and turn up with his boys, but he decided that he was gonna go to his parents' house, and he just sat up all night contemplating how he was gonna handle this situation right here. I said, oh, okay. Now she upset, talking about she don't know if she want to get married or not. I said, Lord, okay. He show up at this wedding venue. She still mad because he ain't come home last night. And he say through that time he took at his parents' house the night before, he realized now that he love his Layla, and all he don't want nothing more than to be her husband. And I said, okay then, Ray J, go ahead. Well, she still mad, so he go tell Mama Sonya. Mama Sonya, she ain't do what I would have did, and I told you, it's partly because of the situation of not wanting to cut ties. She actually said, I know there's a God, because he said that he didn't think the wedding was going to, possibly go through. Well, she said all that, but she up here went on over there and talked to the girl, try to soothe her nerves and stuff, because that's part of her problem too. She don't feel like she wanted. Now, when she go in there, she talked to her. She told her, look, I'm going to be real with you. I care about both y'all, although my son is my priority. Only one was right and best for both you both. She showed her some kindness without that iciness that she gives her. And it made her happy, and I assume she was happy because she pranced on off to tell Prince Ray J that she still wants to be his queen to be. And he glad to hear that, and he tell her go down in that courtyard. He got a surprise for her. So she goes down there, and who's down there? But her long estranged father, who she was speaking about in this episode, wondering was he going to be able to make it to the wedding because she want him to give her away. Well, Ray J done made it happen. Okay? Now, let's go to the wedding. They exchanged the vows. It was cute. And go ahead on, Mr. Willie Ray. You know, they both looked all right, I guess. I'd have done better, especially with my gown if I was her, but I had no complaints about it. Then we get the video montage of what everybody's doing. Double Stuff say she gonna work on her comeback and keeping her sobriety. I said, okay, I hope so, because it's time to grow up. You ain't no youngster no more. This shit ain't cute. Monique say she done got back the bitches that upset her, and moving forward she gonna do only what makes her happy. And the first thing she did to make herself happy was she got rid of her flat chest. That's right, she went down there and got her some boobage. And I said, okay girl, good. Okay, kudos to you, little crazy. Safari and Plastique claim to be working on their relationship. Who believe that? Raise your hands if you do. Like I said, Willie and Shonda ain't still together, but that was it for this season. It kind of drug a little bit round about the middle part, and it wore me out, but I ain't through with it yet. I will check out Miami and Houston. I don't know who coming next. Normally it's New York, but like I said, they do have Miami and Houston coming. I'm not going to tell y'all I'm going to review that because I don't know what my time is going to be looking like. So I'm not going to do that at all. I'm not going to tell you that, but I will look at it, and if you happen to see it upload, that means I'm reviewing it. And that was it on this third season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Okay? Now, let's go over the Black Ink Crew. Let's go to Chicago, y'all, because we're going to go to Season 2, Episode 6. Congratulations. You played yourself. And I'm going to tell you something. This episode pissed me off. And y'all probably, for those of y'all been watching my review, y'all know who I love. But I'm finna read him down. Okay? Now, we start off with this episode with Ryan, of course, is nearing his dirty 30, honey. And, of course, he planning a party. Why not? Oh, Great Gatsby theme and everything. I said, okay. Charmaine, she concerned about who on the invite list because she not trying to be nowhere near Ashley and her crew ever again, okay? Next, we see Don celebrating along with Vontae, his brother, and Ford was there too. It's the daddy's birthday, and they having a backyard party, Chicago style. And Daddy looked like he a little thought, but Daddy gave a little advice because old Don is sitting over there saying he feel like he don't want his daughter to grow up feeling like DJ meant more than her, and the problem lies with Whitney. She don't want to see his relationship with Ashley grow and prosper. And I said, you full of shit. Anyway, why would she want to see you with Ashley after the way you did her? So you don't think she wants to see out your thing? Well, Daddy came up with an idea. He said, get them all together and let's have a conversation because y'all gonna have to co-parent with with each other for the sake of these children, and it needs to be some peace in the valley, or at least an understanding. Now, Ford saying I respect Pops, it ain't his daddy. I respect Pops, but I don't think that shit gonna work. But we gonna talk about it. We will. Now, Danielle, she and Terrence are moving into their own place together. Okay. They moving into the new abode, and she up in that kitchen getting lit off that wine. Now, either she was slow to move, or the girl had got drunk, because he went to going off on her about not helping. Basically, telling her she's sitting on her ass. Well, that led her to feeling emotional to the point where she goes to crying, and she talking about she was helping put up clothes. She put his clothes in the drawer, but she ain't finna pick up no 70-pound boxes. It ended with her getting mad enough to throw away some good liquor. She threw it up against the wall. I said, girl, this is not gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Now, Don comes up with this. Like I said, he gonna get him, Ashley, and Baby Cake, Whitney, to meet up with one another. Now, for anybody that didn't watch the show yet or only watch reviews, stop this video right now. Go down in the comments and tell me how you think that this shit turns out. Now, I'm going to tell you, but humor me, honey. I like laughter too. How y'all think that shit turned out? Inquiring minds do want to know, but I'm here to tell you, big. Alright. Let's revisit Danielle and Terrence a minute, because he asking her, look, when you go down there to the shop, could you keep your boobage undercover? You know, you working down there with all them dudes. Plus, he knows that once upon a time, she used to mess with Ryan. You know, it may have been a, you know, what they say, two ships that passed in the night. Nevertheless, them ships passed, okay? And he is bothered by that. And Kat had to remind her, girl. That's why he upset. Remember Ryan? And Bubba Head got it. I said, come on, Danielle, now you got a girl. Come on. Now, while they talking, Kat get this call that her aunt, I think Junie or Janie, I don't want to disrespect dead, she passed away from colon cancer. Kind of hurt Kat a little bit. Good she had a friend there to comfort her in her time of need. She said she had just visited her aunt. She was very bubbly, very happy, but she did visit her a few weeks as they were entering the hospice stage, and she saw it coming. But of course, when it happens, it still don't lessen the effect, you know. So she upset about that. Now later on, we see Ryan and his mama, they shopping. And she asking him about his love life, and he's saying, you know, he ain't really, he about his business right now, you know. He ain't necessarily trying to give it to nobody, and that's good, because you would expect someone who looks like him in the position that he has a successful business that is now on TV, to be the thought of Chicago, but he ain't. He business minded. I like that. She also went on to ask when was the last time you talked to Kat. He said don't really have that much conversation since she left the shop. It was her decision and he just didn't chase her. She said, well, yeah, you might need to reach out and touch with her, because, you know, her aunt died. They let you know Kat and him are real close. It ain't no, you know, hanky-panky like we may have suspected season 1. These folks actually close like that, to the point where their families are intertwined. You know, you could tell Ryan mama see her as a daughter, and I'm sure that he's received well in her family as well. So he said he gonna holler back at her and talk to her about it, but it is what it is. They still have issues yet unresolved, okay? Now y'all ready to go to the meetup, child? Ashley Dunn and Whitney show up at the restaurant. Whitney got on glasses, and I'm kind of glad, 'cause I'm going to tell y'all something. That girl give me slow teeth. I ain't talking about her. I'm just saying she looked like what he was able to do to her, it was easy to do, because she don't look like she, you know, she like one of Jerry kids, okay? Now, they go to the restaurant, like I say, and she told Dawn basically, all I want from you is honesty. If you can be honest, we cool. He claimed like he has been honest. She said, no, you haven't. She said we was together in a relationship for 3 years. You know, and I got pregnant and all this here transpired. Well, he don't seem to feel like they was in a relationship. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think this boy lied to this girl. Like I said, she looked like she wanted Jerry kids. She looked a little slow. She looked like she's easy to manipulate. I think he led her to believe, just like how it was season 1 with Terrence and Danielle, how they, you know, for 7 years they played around with each other. We're going to talk about them a whole lot more soon. But I think he played her. I think he had this relationship with her and led her to believe that they were a couple, but they never were. He was always with Ashley, okay? I said, Lord. And he also was stuttering when she said that, which led me to believe that the girl wasn't lying. Now, Whitney accuses Ashley of breaking them up, but Ashley feel otherwise, since Whitney was the one that was actually the side piece. Child, let me tell you something. This was some childish ass shit, okay? Whitney, he chose Ashley. At the end of the day, no matter how bad that situation may hurt your feelings, he chose her. He been taking care of her. He been claiming their child together. Now, your child, I believe you when you told Ashley, he always knew that I was pregnant, you know. I believe that he did know. I just think that his desire to be a slick bitch is what caused him you know, they say, you know, be careful of what you put out, because that shit come back to you. See, he put out some bad karma. See how it came back to him? And this girl, she just want to be done right by. You know, that's all she want. She just want to be done right by. She want him to acknowledge her kid like he acknowledged his child with Ashley. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, she get up to leave because, you know, that child, he was trying to say he ain't know that, you know, that's his kid. Child, Ashley say, because the girl getting ready to leave, she say, look, if that's your child, you need to go ahead on and take care of your child if that's your child. Now, bitch, they done been down to Dr. DNA, and you today, Dana don't know. Dana don't lie, honey. So I don't feel like you should have said that. And if Whitney would have jumped across that table and punched you in your shit, I would have been able to understand that. But she just walked off, and Don gonna follow behind her with his Ike Turner tease giving ass. And when he get back to that car where they at, we see the little girl in the back seat crying again with another piece of chicken in her hand. I'm done. I ain't finna say nothing else, because if that's her pacifier, okay, but y'all need to not show that on TV. I mean, I told you, it sent a message out that the girl had chicken again in her hand, y'all. And Don, he over here acting erratic, talking about he gonna walk off from the situation, because he was, you know, he had like he was gonna break the girl one and stuff. I'm telling you, I want to do he whoop Ashley ass sometime, because he sure give me beat a bitch tease, okay? Yes, he do. Now, as I stated, Kat and Ryan was gonna meet up, so they did. And he basically telling her he feels she was wrong not to tell. She talking about he was wrong for not telling her about hiring new talent. And just because she moved upstairs didn't mean she was done with 9 Meg. What exactly did that mean then, Kat? What did that mean? What it is I think you backpedaling and pussy popping a little bit here, honey. I think you kind of regretted making that move after you made it, didn't you? Now, it's going to prove to be profitable for you, because I hear it's going to be a black ink L.A., and you probably going to be the head bitch in charge. But you kind of felt funny when you moved out and he moved on. Whatever, child. Anyhow, he's sorry to hear about her aunt and all that, and I guess they gonna work on being better with each other, because that's what they said. Good. Now let's go to Ryan's birthday party, and everybody looking good, everybody looking dapper nap and all that good shit. They just looking good, child. Band show up there, Lord have mercy, he looking like the Blueberry Pimp. Terrence there, and he getting drunk as hell as he watched Danielle and Ryan dancing. I can understand that he knows she had, you know, they fucked. Anybody you have a relationship with, and even if it was a brief thing, and it don't matter if y'all maintain the friendship afterwards, you gotta understand your ex is gonna feel some kind of way watching y'all up in each other's face. Now he go outside, and he telling Junior that he feeling disrespected. Junior don't give a fuck. He don't want to hear that shit. He just trying to ease in and fit in where he can get in, okay? But he gets to talking about, you know, he'll lay hands on Ryan and all that shit. But when Ryan came up around him trying to get him to drink that glass of water to try to bring that high down, he goddamn sure ain't say nothing to that. I was like, child, you talking about whooping Ryan ass? Come here, baby. Terrence, you outnumbered. You outnumbered. Is Ryan and all his bros up in there. Do you really want to try that? Child, be quiet. Now, Charmaine arrives, and she back in her hoe attire. You know, last week she was a good girl. This week she back being hoe. Ariel done flew in. That's her friend that he was flirting with down in the club, Ryan was. And she flew in to surprise him, and he was happy to see this shit, and he was in her face. Cobra come in, she got her man Jared with her. Now, if Jared had came earlier in the episode to the shop, and it was nice. They all was laughing and talking like it wasn't no problem. It wasn't no problem tonight. Wasn't no problem at the party. She showed up, he laughing and talking with her and stuff. Van had the nerve to walk up to her and actually gave the girl a hug, and then gonna ask her to walk off to the side with him, he wanted to holler at her, okay? Now, when she go to the side with him, he had the audacity to ask her why she there. She said, I'm here because Ryan invited me, same way you here. She was invited. He not feeling her, and he felt like it was the time to tell her that. And she said, he also told her she ain't cat. She said, hell, I ain't trying to be cat, I'm Cobra. I ain't trying to be cat, I'm who I am, and I'm good with who I am, okay? I'm me. Ben, if you don't sit your bitch acting ass down somewhere. He say she boss, and my thing is, she may be a bitch, but why, when you get you some liquid courage, you approach her now? Why risk ruining your homeboy party with your bitch assness? That girl told Joe hungry, sensitive ass that she is Cobra. She ain't trying to be no cat. And she can pay her boots rental unlike cat, who couldn't even pay yours while you was away being a bitch for the system. She cracked his damn face and he couldn't say nothing else, and I was here for it. I don't know why you have an issue with her, because clearly you have you've taken a liking, or at least you dealing with civilly Junior. Why you got an issue with her? She ain't walking in there trying to be nobody other than who she is. Yes, she came in there a little bit bossy, but the girl said that, you know, due to the fact she was sickly at one time, and the fact that y'all deal with blood and shit like that, that her work environment has to be at a certain standard. And she even said she was a bit OCD with it. Why you couldn't have a grown man conversation with her? Why you sitting up there acting like you's a bitch made nigga and you got a 13-year-old daughter? Would you appreciate if a man walked up to your daughter and spoke to her in the tone that you gave that girl? Now, I love you, but I call shit down the middle. And I'm going to tell you straight up, your attitude this season has gotten on my goddamn nerve. We only on, what episode, what the fuck we on? What I said this shit was? Episode 6, and you done got on my damn nerve. I'm ready for you to go back to jail. You better learn how to talk to people, because I don't know what's going on, if this was written for you to be like this. I don't know if something happened to you down there in the boot camp. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. But you used to be the voice of reason and the cool one. Now you are turning into a bigger bitch than fucking Don is sometime. And that's all I have to say about his ass. Now, Terrence got his dumb ass. He done got so drunk. Like I said, Ryan was trying to get him to drink a little water, but if you notice, he ain't say nothing to that man about him feeling like Ryan, you know, he'll whoop Ryan ass. He wasn't stupid like that. Danielle come up to him and tell him, let's go on leave, because you're embarrassing yourself and you're embarrassing me because you're drunk. He gonna tell her to suck his dick. Baby, let me tell you something. Danielle, read between the lines. Now, I was here for him. I understand that you had this relationship with Ryan once upon a time. I get that. But y'all was like two ships in the night. That shit happened, and neither one of y'all is holding on to nothing about that. I can understand him being a bit upset. But for you to come to this girl's boss party and sit here and get drunk because you can't deal with the fact that you are ain't shit nigga too, because let's remember season 1, y'all had been fooling around for 7 years. You never quite claimed her, and the reason why she was getting rid of you was because you had to messed around on her. Why you in your damn feelings? It ain't like you been on the straight and narrow doing everything you can the whole time. You been a bitch nigga to her too, okay? So ain't no sense of you acting no fool. And for you to disrespect her like that, baby, she slapped your ass. I probably would have been, child, I'd have fucked up Ryan party. Because ain't no way in here you going to tell me that. Then you going to tell her to go in there and put her titties back in his face since she acting thirsty for him. Child, please. She slapped the dog shit out of him, but I still feel like she was more she could have did. I mean, she reached back from the motherland and popped his ass, but wasn't enough. So, you know, that pretty much was it on this show tonight. Like I said, I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with Van. Now, Dunn, I expect him to be a dickhead. 4, he a hoe. He a hoe in transitioning. Van was always the voice of reason and the cool one. You straight tripping, my nigga, and I don't know why you doing it, but it's making people look at you crazy and making us reviewers call you all kinds of bitch-made niggas, because that's what you giving us in this season, okay? So you need to get your shit together and stop coming at that girl like that, because like I said, remember, you got a daughter. And as for Ryan, Danielle, girl, I hope you ain't unpacking. If you did, pack your shit back up and go get you somewhere else to stay. Look like you can afford it more than Kat anyway. But, Charmaine anyway. But that's it, y'all. That's all I had to say, you know. That's it. In the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for coming back down here to the trailer park with me to enjoy another Gator Croc Productions. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.